between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
What's going on?
And they go play action now. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. DJ Reed.
What you think they was going to do, bro?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. These defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What?
Defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense.
Man, hey, this is what he do. He Tom Brady, man. You get hit, come down here and throw it in your throat. Throw it down your throat. You see it?
He's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow, flush to his right.
Oh, good shit.
Fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, man, come on, man. I ain't worrying about that. I ain't worrying about that. You got to do something with the ball, man.
After throwing his second interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin.
You can't go backwards, my guy.
A huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points. Stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. This is intercepted. Jesse Bates. Eagles are going to take possession.
My guy.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes
okay.
out there. He's kind of been floating them a little
bit.
He's got to be more decisive in his reads.
I like it. I like it.
In there every now and then.
Throwing again on second down.
Oh my God. Get behind him real quick.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander.
Get behind that nigga real quick, man.
And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Oh!
It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there.
Who didn't?
Started with great field position, is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
You ain't going to get nothing, my guy.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position. But 3 points. The end result.
You make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
You got the wrong way.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's
I ain't doing that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
Hey, man.
You actually have to reach him deep with a little bit of humor. Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like
you got to get something started, my guy. That ain't gonna do that too long, man.
It has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
Stop that, man. You got to get something started.
After 1 on EA Sports. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Sitting right there, buddy.
And the Bengals are going to take possession.
Sitting right there, buddy.
I'm not not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
You didn't see me right there, buddy.
Told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
Oh, man, why the fuck he cut back and slide?
That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
No gain on the play there.
What?
Down. Defense doing their job, really know where to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. Exactly right.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McPherson's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Hey, you can't even get the ball off the field.
The drive starts out, but still able to get 3 out of there.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense.
All right, we're waiting on it.
Mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 3.
Look, daylight right there. I like that.
What they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off.
Oh, man. He needs something.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across.
Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And Howie clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return.
Ooh.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Mm-hmm. Gonna get that boy Hurt out there.
Couldn't connect.
This point, up in the best defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it at 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to
I almost had you right there, though.
Can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Burrow on play action. This is caught. It's
oh.
10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Good block, T. Higgins.
Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final
Look at that block, boy.
first half.
And they cleared your job.
So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room.
That was a hell of a block by T. Higgins, wasn't it?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Dancing to his left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down.
Oh.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Sanders not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Play action. It's Burrow. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here? And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead in the 4th. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Mixon with a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready?
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Von Bell, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Here we go. Hey, we gotta go score.
Here we go with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Good game, D.
Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide the winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale.